Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Wednesday, January 5th. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Today, the new Where to Eat guide for January and February is now out. Pick yours up at any one of 400 locations across the island. Phuket health officials are scrambling to identify some 780 rooms at hotels across the island to serve as home isolation rooms for tourists infected with COVID-19 but suffering only mild symptoms of infection, instead of having the infected tourists admitted to hospitals. The news came via a live press conference broadcasted online yesterday, with the governor of Phuket saying, quote, "According to the report from a public health team, it is clear that most of the infected people in Phuket are green patients with only mild symptoms. Therefore, the treatment approach is to use the home isolation system or self-treatment at home, and for people to follow treatment guidelines advised through Aung Jai Clinic." The governor went on to say that there are currently 728 rooms of hotel isolation, which he says is not enough, and they're looking to add at least 1,000 more rooms at hotels across the island. He says that the island is welcoming about 4,000 tourists per day, and the island has identified 136 confirmed cases of the Omicron variant, with 31 more still waiting to be confirmed from the Department of Medical Science in Bangkok. The head of the island's provincial health office said infected people must go through a 10-day quarantine, and that the PPHO have set up a plan to prepare. But the preparation comes after the Phuket News yesterday received several reports of tourists calling hospitals to report themselves as infected, only to be told that the hospital is, quote, full, despite the PPHO itself reporting just yesterday that of 1,964 hospital beds in total available across the island, only 699 were occupied. The move to hold infected tourists in their hotel rooms was never announced before the policy was put into effect. He went on to say, quote, "As for tourists who have problems with insurance expenses, if there is no treatment facility available, they will be taken to the field hospital for treatment." The director of Vashida Phuket Hospital called on local residents on the island who test positive for COVID, which they say is likely to be the Omicron variant, to contact the Aung Jai Clinic for advice and instructions on what action to take. The number is on your screen. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Concerns over several people testing positive for COVID on Bangla Rd last week has prompted local nightlife operators to shut down for a day for a, quote, big cleaning day. The big cleaning day, scheduled for Thursday into Friday, will be for venues on Bangla Rd to undergo intensive sanitizing to help stave off more COVID infections, announced by Patong businessman Thaksin at the request of the Patong Business and Entertainment Association. Venues on Bangla Rd in Patong will be closed from 10 a.m. Thursday to 9 a.m. Friday for the cleaning, while free antigen test kits will be offered as well. The news comes after 11 cases of the Omicron variant of COVID were detected among workers on Bangla during active testing on December 28th. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. While speaking at a forum broadcasted online, Thaksin, the former Prime Minister of Thailand living in self-imposed exile, hinted that he plans to return to Thailand this year. Thaksin has been living in self-imposed exile since 2008, mostly in Dubai, but yesterday he appeared on the Care Clubhouse by Care Talk forum and said, quote, "I hope I could myself be a 2022 New Year present to the Thai people, to work for them and the country when I return. As for the time of my return, I will whisper that only to Nong Ing and let her know when. Not anybody else, because it is a great secret. This will definitely not be a burden to the Thai people." Nong In is Thaksin's daughter. Thaksin, who has cast a long shadow on Thai politics, is currently being accused of exercising massive influence over the Pheu Thai party when they ousted a long-standing member and former advisor to ex-Prime Minister Yinglucks, his sister, General Palop Pinmani, in breach of the political law in the eyes of the Election Commission, which some speculate could be grounds to disband the opposition party. Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M & Painting today. Phuket concluded the 7 Days of Danger road safety campaign for the new year last night with 1 death and 27 people admitted to hospitals for injuries sustained in 28 accidents. The campaign, which began on December 29th, ended at midnight last night, January 4th, with the Phuket Provincial Police Commander giving the final tally for the 7 days this morning. In total, the number of accidents decreased from last year due to COVID-19, he says, but that the causes remain the same in Phuket: not wearing a helmet, speeding, and drunk driving. Last year, the New Year campaign recorded 1 dead, 36 people injured in 35 accidents, compared to this year's 1 death, 27 people injured in 28 accidents, according to police statistics. These numbers are also reflected nationally, as fewer people died and were injured in less road accidents this year altogether compared to last year's campaign. Thailand recorded 333 total road deaths, nearly 2,700 people with injuries, and just over 2,700 separate accidents from December 29, 2021 to January 4, 2022, with the 3 main causes of accidents being speeding, cutting in front of other vehicles, and drunk driving nationwide. Phuket recorded a total of 215 COVID cases on Tuesday, the highest daily total the island has recorded in just over 3 months. The last the island saw more than 200 daily cases was September 25th, when we saw 219 cases. Out of Tuesday's 215 cases, 59 of them were tourists, 46 from the Phuket Sandbox scheme, and 13 from the Test and Go scheme, who were already approved to enter the country prior to the suspension of the scheme. So far in January, Phuket has recorded 630 total COVID cases for a daily average of 158. No COVID-19 deaths have been recorded in Phuket since December 21st. Since the pandemic began, Phuket has seen 20,659 total COVID cases and a death toll of 146. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow on Thursday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.